We are in business. A successful year. Okay, let's get started. Mrs. Mabry said to the Kids Company Leaders Team. KCLT, Kids Company, Kids Co. was the national program to school companies run by the students, the Adams School Kids Co. And had 3 members for the 6th grades. The leaders team was made up of 5 students who were elected each year. Mrs. Mabry was their advisor. It's been a successful year. Mrs. Mabry began Adams Kids Co. and exceeded its goal for the year. The members had built the school garden and opened a school store and collected coats for homeless people. You did so well. I wrote to the Kids Co. State Committee about your success, Mrs. Mabry explained. Important news. I have important news, Mrs. Mabry started. Cool, Mandy interrupted, always ready to talk. As member of the KCLT, you have been invited to present a project to the National Kids Co. Committee. If the committee members approve your plan, they will award $3,000 to fund your project. Mrs. Mabry continued. Wow, said Brain, the math whiz and the Kids Co. finance guy. We could really be in business. Yes, said Mrs. Mabry, cautiously, but you need a plan. Look over the requirements. Mrs. Mabry advised. Agree on the project to purpose. Jason and Elizabeth began reading and taking notes. Chris and Emmanuel started talking about how exciting this opportunity was. Brain was figuring out how much time they had to complete the project. Let's start a book model for preschoolers, said Brain. How about a babysitting program to help adults going back to school? Offered Chris. Or a music video with a message, Mandy added. Wait a minute, you guys. Elizabeth interrupted. Aren't we a team? We have to decide together. Looks like we are going to have a decide on way to decide, Jason observed. The leaders stopped what they were doing. They said look at each other, not sure what to do next. Again, Manny was the first to speak. How are we ever going to pick a project? She said. We could put all the projects in a hat and pick one, Chris suggested. That doesn't seem right, Jason said. We were elected to lead. We should be doing more than just throwing ideas in a hat. Making a decision. What do the rules say? Mandy asked. Elizabeth exclaimed that the project had to follow the Kids Co. mission statement and the plan had to show how the money would be used. Jason put out a Kids Co. mission statement he read. Kids Co. participants work together to learn and use the ways to business to run successful projects that benefit the school and the community in a positive way. How will we choose? Said Chris. We can't draw straws to play rock, paper, scissors. We have to operate like a business, Elizabeth agreed. How do we do that? Asked Brain. We asked the people who elected us, suggested Jason. What a great idea, said Mandy. We'll present our ideas to our stockholders like a real corporation. Maybe we could find the drama in any situation. The team leader decided they would present their ideas to all the members of the Adams Kids Co. Then they could ask the members to vote on their project presentation ideas. They would present the members' favorite idea to the committee. The kids shared their plan with Mrs. Maybury. I think that's a great plan. Ask the members of the company. Participate in your decision. The team divided up the tasks. Bryn, Mandy, and Chris began brainstorming project ideas. They wanted to start with a list of the potential ideas and end up with no more than 3 final ideas to put on the ballot. They had a lot of discussing to do. Elizabeth and Jason would check that each idea supported the Kids Co. Major statements as they put together the information for the presentation. Mandy and Chris began preparing their presentation to the Adams Kids Co. Members first, they would review last year's success statement. Then they would read the Kids Co mission statement that tell the club members about the invitation they had received from the Kids Co. Sit committee at the end of their presentation. They would talk about the proposed ideas and pass out the ballots for voting. Bryn was preparing a letter inviting all of the members to meet after school on the following Monday. After that, he would design the ballots using a computer program. By Thursday afternoon, the list of the project was complete. The entire KCLT agreed that the 3 projects were supported by the Kids Co. Mission statement and were good enough to present the club meeting. The ballot was complete. The projects were an after-school reading program for kids and the grown-ups, a music video for sale to promote the school torting program, a babysitting program for the kids of the adults who are going back to school. The company meeting. The day of the meeting arrived. The members of the KCLT dressed in their most business clothes. The club met at the school multi-purpose room. Are you guys ready? Bryn asked Mandy and Chris. Mandy nodded her head. Bryn thought if the first time he saw Mandy answer without words. Mandy and Chris gave their presentation. The whole club applauded. The students were glad to be included in the decision-making process. The ballots were passed out. Elizabeth collected the ballots, and most of the club stayed to see which project would be voted the favorite. As it turned out, the after-school reading program won by the landslide. I guess everyone agreed that our school could use the money to buy students more books, Bryn said. Or maybe they thought the music video wouldn't sell, Mandy suggested. Maybe they thought helping parents needing babysitting would be too hard for the students or too organized, said Chris. The plan, whatever they thought, Bryn said, we'd better get to work. We have the project now. We need a good business plan. But the plan didn't take long. because Brink had been working on all 3 plans all along. He sat with the leaders team and Mrs. Maybury to show them how they might spend the $3,000 to buy books, supplies, and advertising for the program. Brink said Mandy, "You are the financial experts. You should present the plan." "Thanks, but I get too nervous when I talk to a group," Brink said. "You and Chris can present the committee. You two are the talking experts, no question," and everyone laughed.